back to another episode of Pimp My Houseboat, where we went so freaking hard on this thing that it's actually a little bit nicer than the current house that I'm actually living in. That is right, ladies and gentlemen. The houseboat has been renovated, and the best part is we listened to all your comments, questions, concerns regarding the houseboat, and you guys gave us some great ideas. Matter of fact, 90% of the comments were we need a bigger motor and we need bigger pontoons so the houseboat doesn't sink. Unfortunately, we didn't actually fix that part, but we did fix a bunch of cool stuff, and the entire interior was changed out. And thanks to the sponsor of today's video, MSI, for sending us an absurdly powerful and thin laptop, we could redesign, re-engineer, and recreate parts for this boat on the fly. Like seriously, everything we made was hand done. And I cannot wait to show you the finished product. But first, she's got to go from here to here. Well, first things first, we've got the Nautical Bros here. They're gonna be the brains of this whole operation, but I wanna go over a couple things that we have seen in every single houseboat video in the comment section. Is everybody's saying instead of a pontoon, you need to add a third one, a tri-toon, which is a middle pontoon to help it float more. Well, this boat actually has a tri-toon, so it has 1, 2, and 3. Originally it was a pontoon, and he added a tri-toon. And a lot of you think the pontoons are leaking because you see it sag to one side in the drone shots, but that is simply because we all sleep on one side. So there's a lot of weight, a lot of dudes on one side, which puts a lot of weight on this specific pontoon. But all these pontoons are sealed, so they're not leaking water, trust me. That would have been addressed day one. So another thing is the reason why the back end sits down so much is, well, there's a lot of weight back here, but also remember that tri-toon I was talking to you guys about? So you have 1, 2, and then the third one actually ends up there, and you've got all this room. So you're losing a lot of flotation here because we have our sewage box and we have our water box, which provides water for the shower, water for the sinks, water for the hoses, just all of our clean water that we can use. So I think eventually we do want to get a third tri-toon. We're going to replace that one and get like a 30-foot tri-toon that comes out here to the motor. So that will give us a lot of lift in the rear. But that just addresses some of the comment section. I know the Nautical Bros, you guys see it on every comment section, and we just haven't had time to explain it. But now that we're doing the rebuild video, we're doing a lot of different stuff. That will be addressed, but it just takes time finding the right pontoon to put under there. But eventually we will fix the flotation issue. It's just not life or death right now. It's just appearance wise in the water, it doesn't look awesome.
Definitely a new prop.
What's wrong with that prop?
That one they used for surfacing gas pump.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything wrong with that, man. I don't know. I think it looks fine. A lot of you have said, Brandon, get rid of the old generator, get yourself a solar powered electric boat. We're trying to do that. It costs a lot of money, and surprisingly enough, batteries weigh a lot more than generators do. We already have a weight problem on the boat, so batteries are a big problem, but we're working on figuring that out. It's just gonna take time and dialing in the right solar situation for the boat. So that is something in the future, but not necessarily right now. We also have a massive bug problem back here. The bugs love the exhaust from the generator and end up covering this, so you literally can't use the back of the boat at night. We did see your comments, and we are going to be screening this whole thing in. So we're gonna run screen all the way around here, maybe have a screen door here, so there will not be bugs on the back. You can take a nice shower, you can go to the bathroom, you can come out in the middle of the night and fill up the generator with gas and not put bugs in the entire houseboat, which is a huge problem, probably the #1 problem on the houseboat. So that will finally be addressed. Front is pretty much good, just do some flooring work.
Yep, restore the floor up here.
Yep, all right. Inside the cabin, there's a couple things. Again, the boat does lean to that side because when we all lay down here, it's on this side, which is fine, but we're not really gonna be fixing that now. What we are gonna fix is the floor is good, but it has some old, you know, just like cracks and stuff in it. So we're gonna reinforce the floor. BJ is obviously the chef, he whips it up. So we're thinking about utilizing, this is the sink down here, but we're thinking about utilizing this and actually having a full chop platform, like a real nice piece of wood there. That's our fridge and freezer. We'll move all this stuff, but kind of just taking this whole area, maybe cleaning this up or something so we can just have like a nice cooking area. Because that's, I mean, that's the main thing with the houseboat. It's really the catch and cook cabin. That's why we deemed it that. Because whenever we go out on it, yeah, we sleep on it like it's the house, but it's really for catch and cook. So we're gonna basically make this really nice. Maybe do like a little backsplash or something. I've got some really fancy knives and stuff we're gonna put up here. We haven't even showed you guys, we've been waiting, but we have our little cooktop here and our deep fryer and stuff like that, but we're gonna clean it all up so it is the ultimate kind of luxury kitchen on that side, which is gonna be sweet. Originally, we were thinking that tiny sink up there, it's this little guy. But then we started looking, you know, we don't use the sink too much. We just rinse a couple of dishes and then dry some stuff out on it. And then we were starting to look at some luxury stuff, and then we saw this guy. So we've got the big sprayer. Oh, it's magnetic, interesting. We've got our wood, we've got our dry rack, we've got, and it's not super deep, so we're actually thinking about making a whole panel across the back under the TV. If we get that, it takes up a lot of that room, but it looks really good. It's gonna allow us to really use that space to cook and be super efficient. Well, BJ's kind of the cook, but I think we roll it out. We got a whole bunch of fun stuff here. Bug zappers, tile floors. Was you gonna lose
About
something?
to have cook all over the place.
Oh, Scott, oh my God, okay, all right. And then we got a big old screen back porch and the nicest sink that Lowe's sells. It's a real bougie sink going into a houseboat. But we got all this going on. Now we're gonna get to designing it and kind of just retrofitting everything first. And it's gonna be sick. I think we did good, man.
I think we did good. Now we just got a bunch of design work to sit down and do and figure out how to turn what we think is gonna look like, take this and make it actually look like something, I guess.
Thanks to MSI for sponsoring today's video. They sent us the Prestige 16 Studio laptop, and this thing is an absolute beast. Its thin, stylish design is light enough that you can take it anywhere, but powerful enough that you can complete any project, anytime, anywhere. Even when you're living inside of a small submarine. It's that good. So MSI sent us the Prestige 16 Studio, and the boys and I decided we're gonna push this thing to the absolute limit. We're gonna run CNC software, we're gonna do plasma cutting, and a whole bunch of 3D rendering that is gonna push this computer to what we thought was the absolute max. But it's gonna be super hard because this thing has some powerful hardware. It's equipped with a 13 Gen Series H processor and an RTX 40 series graphic card. It provides full performance to satisfy your daily work and play. And let me tell you what, folks, we put this thing to work. The 16-inch QHD plus 165 Hz mini LED and 16:10 display give you a great visual experience while you see all of the color contrast. Honestly, cannot give this laptop enough praise. We have put this thing to work these past few weeks, and it has passed every test we've thrown at it with flying colors. So if you're gonna be running some really dense software like us, or you're a serious gamer, or maybe you're just the everyday internet browser, this computer is gonna be able to do everything you want and then some. And the best part is it's so light, it's so sleek, and so thin that you can carry it everywhere with you and not even realize that it's there. I mean, seriously, look how freaking thin this thing is. So, you guys can buy the Prestige 16 Studio and bundle it with a docking station right now. The link for that's gonna be in the description below. And if you have any questions on any of the specs, I'll have that information down there as well. So, MSI, thank you for sponsoring today's video. Now, let's put this bad girl to the test and build us one heck of a houseboat. Welcome to an episode of Brandon's gonna paint upside down. Oh, I wore white for a reason. Let's see how this goes. Under the beds has been painted white. Looks so much better this way. And now I have cargo nets that we're gonna be putting under each panel. So you have some storage under here when you're sleeping. You can take your pillows and just stack them under here or whatever when you're done using them. That's one done. You get the idea. Nice little cargo nets, just to put some stuff in. All right, so hitting a couple spots on the floors. We're gonna reinforce all this later, but these boxes right here, this one holds the gas tank and this one holds batteries. We're gonna go ahead and hit those with the gray paint. All this is gonna be nice and gray, matching the outside of the houseboat and getting rid of that original pontoon boat look. We just don't care for that too much. All right, Corey's got our new metal floor in back here. He's got one little strip to do. All the doors on the houseboat are white. This one is like a cream color, so we painted gray up there. It looks really good, so we're actually gonna be painting this door gray. Big moment. Like a glove, old son. Oh, snap. All this under here is acrylic from the floor. You cannot get it off the pontoon, so we're gonna address that. We've got some custom stuff we've got coming our way, and it's gonna be very jiggified. It's gonna be very like on par with the rest of my stuff. So when you see it, it'll make sense, but just know that's gonna be changing. Apparently just have an onboard rave of at all times now. I don't know, either way, floor is looking absolutely insane now. We got one piece left over here. By the way, this can just be cleaned up. It's just a little bit of water was sitting on that. So we gotta do this piece. All aluminum out here. BJ's drilling up, so she's looking good. Yeah, dude, that's weird, man. Yeah. I mean, we didn't even mess with the lights. I don't know, dude. Next up is my favorite part of any build. I think it just transforms it so much. It's the flooring. We decided to go with gray with black underlay, just to match the houseboat, keep it a little bit classy in there. Of course, we're gonna be doing contour lines and stuff like that, but we're matting the entire floor. So check this out. We have some of the renderings right here. We actually have every piece, and we've got a little special piece down there in the corner for you guys to catch and cook part, but I'm not gonna show you all that. We'll keep the massive piece a surprise, but essentially this is one of the pieces that's gonna be on the floor here. The boys worked on routing this piece out, and essentially we're having this computer talk to the giant CNC table and just start eating away at this material. We have 12 massive sheets of that stuff. This is a really dense program we're working with here. There's a lot of information on where the bit has to go, how fast the bit can go, what material the bit's going, and then all of the cuts. It's very complicated. And when they were expressing that to me, they're like, yeah, normally we use like some really crazy beefy setup, not a laptop. But because this has such an incredible graphics card and a processor, it's able to handle this with no problem, and we can just walk around, do what we need to do, press play, and essentially she starts cutting. So big thanks to the sponsor of today's video. Without this laptop, seriously, we'd be running a giant system, and now we can do it slim, thin, carried around. We have the power to toss this in our backpacks and just design whatever we want on the fly, and that's awesome. Corey estimates we're gonna be in here for the next 4 or 5 hours, so let the time lapse commence. We've got the topographical lines in the flooring, so we also have the topo on the outside, which is gonna be sick. Also, for whatever it's worth, we got Guggen top lines. So you got these hidden little fish in here with the Guggen squat eyes. You gotta wrap all of those baseboards here tonight while the CNC machine is cutting the flooring. And then tomorrow morning when we get to the house and install the flooring, we've got a bunch more wrapped for a bunch of different pieces of the boat. But we're just getting done what we can right now. We got our big table and we've got our laptop here. BJ's been working on this program. Our computer is gonna talk to our massive CNC table, and that is gonna be cutting out the sink with precision. And he even labeled it sink cut out. All right, I'm getting out of here. I'm taking some stuff with me. It's 1:48 in the morning, and BJ is staying to pull the late night shift. BJ's not even gonna get out of here until probably like 4 a.m. or something crazy. So anyway, it's freaking pitch black outside, boys. So it's been a long day. We got a lot done, and now it's time to get some rest because we've got a lot of work to do in the morning. I'm gonna be with Corey completing the back screen room. It's gonna be nice, dude. You could take a dump at night without getting freaking ate up by bugs. It's gonna be sick. A bit of big brain activity. We finally figured out something that's gonna work for the Dometic going under, and we're gonna make this drawer system. Dometic doesn't actually make this for their refrigerators, at least not what we need. So the Nautical Bros were in here and we designed basically some pieces that we need. It's gonna be a tray and it's gonna go around, so we designed it here. Then we moved it on over for this program to talk to the plasma cutter. By the way, this is the metal we're gonna be using here. And then lastly, now we have it all ready. You can see the lines the plasma cutter is gonna take to cut all this out. And then of course we got some nice contour lines in there. So we have been ripping this laptop the past few days. She's running strong. And once again, these are DINS programs. It's basically computing every single movement that this machine needs to make, and it's telling it what to do. It's leading the way. So it's been really cool using programs like this to build the houseboats. And it's just example after example of just how tough this laptop is, how powerful it is, and what all it can do. And I promise, I thought we were gonna be pushing the limits, but she's fine. So I don't know what we can put on this computer to slow it down. But so far, she's screaming.
See this here? We just got done cutting this on the plasma table. This is gonna be the tray for our Dometic refrigerator. Just gotta finish welding it up. About to die of heat. Luckily, my welding helmet has air. So, we'll get to that.
We actually have a light down. We got to replace that, but check out the floor. Obviously, it's not laid down, but this is our style now. So we got the catch and cook cabin straight down the middle. All the topographical lines. This is where our big kitchen's going to be. Then our captain's chair is going to be. Then all of our cobalt storage is going to be. And this is another big piece that I'm excited about. Other way, other way. Other way? Yeah, yeah. This is another big piece I'm really excited about. Smack dab in the middle. Big old jigging fish. I'm not gonna lie, the houseboat is starting to feel like custom to us. You know, we did all this stuff, but you know, my neighbor built this thing. And so now that we're really redesigning it, it's starting to come together and starting to really feel like ours. That's awesome. Are you excited? Oh, go. Okay, all right. Okay, buddy. How you doing? How you doing? Okay, you're excited. Well, I think Reeve is so excited because it's finally time to present to you guys the fully renovated Catch and Cook Cabin 2.0. All right, well, first things first, we've got the Catch and Cook Cabin, and all of this old pontoon style aluminum has been changed, it's been cleaned up. We threw a nice wrap on it. It's actually the old Jiggin contour lines. We got the Jiggin clutch with the little GS in the eyes. We decided to clean up the pontoons by wrapping them as well, but we now have polished aluminum caps on them, which looks so much better. We then finished it off with the kicker of the screen porch, which, surprise, we have a fully finished screen porch. The houseboat looks so much more modernized by just those few changes. And thankfully, we've got what looked like bird crap that was on the pontoons off. It was never bird crap, it was acrylic that dripped from the floor onto the pontoons and just baked there. It was a pain to remove, but we switched it, we cleaned it up, we wrapped it, we polished it, and that just helps the outside of the houseboat. And you guys know it wouldn't be my boat without slapping a big old Jiggin sticker on the side of it. So we picked the big side here for a big Jiggin sticker. What do you think, buddy? You excited for the catch and cooks? Oh yeah, you gonna eat some grass? Okay, all right, well, okay. So that's pretty much the outside. It's self-explanatory. You can see all the changes. I think it looks so much better from kind of like good old redneck engineering houseboat to now something that's clean, modernized, but has a hint of redneck relic inside. Woo! All right, here we go. The front deck is officially done. We've got our beautiful contour lines. We got the good old jiggy fish. We actually have rod holders here now. So the front deck can be used to fish off of, which we always thought would be cool. Remember, this stuff looked like old pontoon again. So we cleaned all this up, we painted this. This is where our batteries are, and this is where our gas tank is. So this is all functional, a bunch more room up here. And now we go inside. Woo, man. Looks so much better in here. We've got some mood lights. We've got our double cabinets here. So this one right here is for all our catch and cook stuff, deep fryer, everything like that. And this one is gonna be for all of our food. So like our breads, our crackers, our dry good foods are all gonna go stored in there. It was either have the oven or don't. And so I figured we just put it right here, which is fine. The cooktop opens up right here. This is actually a good height as well. And then plus you get to look out the windows when you're cooking. That's my favorite part about the catch and cook cabin. And then right above that, we have our microwave, which by the way, we have upgraded. I don't know if you can see on here, but it's all touchscreen. So just a little hint of bouginess for our catch and cooks. So we've got that. We've got, again, all of our storage. Nothing's really changed up there. But as you can see, the floor is finished. All the contour lines with the big Catch and Cook cabin badge right down the middle. I really, really love that. Of course, you guys know the sleeping arrangement. Nothing has changed there too much, but we did add some of these lights, which are gonna be sweet at night. This whole cabin should glow at night. And I think we actually have them on like a deep sea function where it just kind of like throws waves around the whole boat, which is kind of nice. The boys also added some additional lights in here. So now we have 4 lights instead of 2. We have these 2 lights to act as our Catch and Cook area lights. They look like they're flickering right now, but I promise they're not. It's just like a weird camera thing that happens with LEDs. But now for the absolute best part is our fully upgraded, brand new Catch and Cook station. This is as good as it gets right here. This honestly is better than stuff that I have in my own home, which is crazy. I am so proud of this corner right here. It's so beautiful. We have a magnetic hose. We have different options. We turn our water pump on there, and then we have running water in the houseboat, and we can change everything just like that. It's insane. I'm telling you, man, this is better than my own kitchen. Absolutely absurd. So we have running water there. It's all plumbed down. We have so much usable space here. One of my absolute favorite pieces is our custom knife set here. So we can get any of our custom made knives. It's a water and wood grain handle. And we've got our full set of knives on a magnetic strip. We've got a beautiful backsplash here. And these are actually gonna be our season containers. You can use them on a sprinkle mode or a pour mode on either side. And then you just pop them back up there. So all of your food can be prepared here. Stuff can be chopped. All of this stuff is movable if you want to use and access different parts of the sink. We also have our drying rack in the bottom. So this prep station is game changer and completely designed around the Catch and Cook concept of the boat. It just doesn't get any better or any more clean than this, which leads us to the Dometic. This is our refrigerator and freezer. We can control either side to be whatever temperature we want. It is an awesome piece of equipment for us to have. However, it's big and it has lids that open really wide. This side you can't open it because it hits the bottom of the sink. That was a big problem we had. And this side you're way under here. So BJ plasma cut a tray with hinges for us to be able to slide out, get everything we need, access to both, close it on up and slide it back, and it has drawer locking slides. So like the anti-slam slides, that's what that has. And it's really nice and tucked out of the way until we need to pull it out to use it. So that's an awesome feature. I've honestly got to say, I am probably most proud of this corner right here. So now we officially have a sleeping side of the cabin, and we also now have a cooking side of the cabin. And that's what this whole boat's about. It's about going out, adventuring, being able to come back to what kind of feels like an on-the-water hotel, being able to sleep good with Tempur-Pedic mattresses, and being able to eat good and be able to prep anything we want. Anything we catch, any animal can be caught, cleaned, and cooked right here on this very cabin and done in now a very luxurious fashion. I mean, man, this corner just does not get much better than this right here. The front of the boat changed a little bit. This side of the boat changed quite a bit. The back of the boat cooking area changed a bunch. But this is where all of your comments came into play. Everyone suggested this, and that is now our brand new screened in back porch. So many times we would open this door and bugs would rush in from this right inside the cabin, but now it's completely closed off. It's completely open out here now. We still do have our generator. We haven't converted to solar. That's something we plan to do, but it's very complicated to figure that out. We have the Nautical Bros logo right here, which is such a clean touch. The contour lines that go throughout. And then we have our outdoor shower with the American flag lasered in. So this is a little bit different. I love that texture though. You're not really gonna slip on this matting material anyway, but it is really cool that the American flag gives you like a sandpapery grip. it's extra nice. If you haven't seen the videos, this is our instant hot water heater. It's powered by propane, so the water runs through this, it heats up, and then you can shower with nice hot water instantly. You might be asking yourself, well, Brandon, you are kind of exposed 360 degrees if you're trying to take a shower here. That was by design. Honestly, I wanted this area to feel as open as possible, and we're in pretty remote spots, so if you want to take a shower however you want to take one, it's totally acceptable on the boat. However, we do have a system set up where you can actually hang shower curtains and be completely closed off. But I don't know, it's something about being out here, seeing the lily pads while you're showering. I personally really like that, so I wanted to keep that as an option. Now this right here is our bathroom. Not too much changed in here. Obviously we cleaned it up a little bit, but we did add this motion sensed light. So now when you come into the bathroom, it lights up, which is really nice because, well, we'll be able to access this bathroom at night. We never really accessed it before at night because, well, coming to the back of the boat was forbidden at night because all the bugs just rushed into the cabin and then you had to sleep with them. And that just sucked. But now we'll be able to shower at night. We'll be able to go to the bathroom at night if we need to without bugs coming in. Another big challenge we had was getting access to the back screened porch with doors. So I found these magnetic doors that actually open when you push them, so you can access outside to maybe tie up the boat or whatever you needed to do here. As soon as you're done and you come in, they just close right back up all the way down. So you can just push them open, get something, they automatically close, which is really nice. Makes a complete seal, and we have doors on both sides. So again, bugs were our main problem there on the back porch, and if a few happen to make their way in, it's not the end of the world, but it is gonna stop the masses of bugs that we had back there from entering the cabin. The cabin's always gonna have 1 or 2 bugs. Anytime you're camping off the grid like we do with the houseboat, you're gonna encounter bugs. But now we've reduced them quite a bit, and we've given ourselves access to the whole back of the boat, which is a huge win. Well, now that you've made it to the end of the video, I wanted to also surprise you and tell you this entire video was also edited on the Prestige 16 Studio that MSI sent us. Big thanks to MSI for sponsoring today's video, sending us an awesome piece of equipment that I think we utilized and honestly thought we were gonna push it to the limit, but it exceeded our expectations. We routed the floor with it. We did CNC work, plasma work. We did 3D rendering. We did a lot of makeshift designing for the houseboat with this computer. I even edited this YouTube video with this thing. It completely exceeded our expectations. So if you guys want one, be sure to check the link in the description below. And again, big thanks to MSI for sponsoring today's video. I truly don't think the houseboat would have turned out as good as it did without them. Pretty much it, boys and girls. I hope you guys enjoyed the renovation. Honestly, want to know what you guys think. Is it better than what you guys thought it would be? Did it turn out better? Is there things we missed? Let us know in the comment section below. Again, we are eventually going to upgrade the motor to something bigger. And then we are going to put bigger pontoons or a longer tri-tune, which is the middle pontoon, to help the rear end float. I also want to know where you guys want us to take it next. I think that there's a bunch of opportunities. We've done a lot of catch and cooks. There's a bunch of recipes that are still out there for us to knock off the old list. But drop some comments, give us some ideas. We did the whole screen porch because of you guys. We had a lot of inspiration from all the comments you guys have left in the past. So keep that up. I love the ideas. I love the creativity. A bunch of brains is better than one that's kind of just full of caffeine. So honestly cannot believe how well this turned out. It's massive thanks once again to the Nautical Bros for their just craftsmanship, their talent. Be sure to show their channel love. They're gonna be in the description as well. And that's gonna wrap it up. Oh my gosh, screw it, we're going with it. That's gonna wrap it up for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and as always, we will catch you guys on the next adventure. Who knows what we're gonna be freaking doing. I love you guys so much. All right, give me another one.